So how Impact got involved is when Tote started to share this idea of share gifting, we got really excited. But we are no experts of share gifting. We have never done it before. And we look at Singapore, there's nobody done it before. We say, okay, how are we going to do it? So before they launched the call for the participants, we used our network to reach out to ISF. And we managed to find someone who really started this concept in the US. And our team and them had a 1-hour conference call, and we got really blown away by the concept. And hence, that's why we are here today. But I must qualify that I'm no expert. We haven't done it before. I'm just explaining to you how our perception of share gifting is. So I think all of us are familiar with the traditional grant making model, right? So it's a one-on-one relationship. You submit a grant proposal based on what you know the best and what you want to achieve the best. And the grant maker will look at the proposal based on what the community needs and based on their criteria, and they will give you the money. And from a share gifting concept, you still have the funder, right? So, but the funder put a pot of money into the pot, and in this sense, Tote is putting 2 million into the pot, right? So the pot is available for a group of circle members to utilize and to give to each other. So in this case, the founder, the Tote board, is no longer making the decision who should get the money. But if you are part of the circle member, all of you come together and to decide who should get the money, whether you should split the money equally, or whether you are so inspired by one circle member and you want to decide to give all the money, the 2 million, to one circle member. So, like they said, it's a shift of the kind of power dynamics from the grant makers making the decision, but now to the communities to decide who will get the money and how much you will get the money. I must say, giving money is not easy. we always, we as a social enterprise, we always look for grants, right? And we always have something to say about our grant makers. And so, as part of our social enterprise model, one of our social enterprise model is that if we make money, we set aside a minimum 20% of our products to give to donate back to the community. And last year was the first year that we made profits, and this year we were supposed to decide to give the money away. And I think safe to say 9 months from this year, we haven't given most of the money away, and we really struggle to decide who should we give the money. There's so many deserving causes. There are so many interesting programs. So from my personal experience, I really appreciate our grant maker a lot more through this experience. And I guess that's one of the things that you will experience as part of the share gifting model. And as I said, we were blown away by the model is that as a circle member, you not only come together, decide who should get the money. It's also a way to collaborate, to give each other ideas, because we are operating in different fields, whether it's pottery, whether it's technology, whether it's hardcore counseling, etc. So we all have different ideas. It's about coming together, gifting each other the ideas, or maybe the space, or maybe technology, whatever that each other are working on. And last, I want to share a little bit when we say I'm personally blown away, is because that to operating in the share gifting model is not just a changing of the way, the format, but it's also change of the mindset, right? So I will just use the word to share two things. One, I think it's about the word about shared. I think it's about collaboration, right? So I think many of the speakers has talked about collaboration. I think safe to say that even you are the expert in one area, but we may never know everything about the community, right? So coming today, I never know there are so many different social enterprises existed in doing the mental health, and it's about the collaboration that we can tackle the challenge together. But I must say, collaboration is really hard. We are in the business of bringing different stakeholders come and to collaborate. But I would say a lot of time, our existence, our methodology, our mindset, or our ego sometimes gets in the way. And I think that's where share gifting is slightly different. We are not just putting you together in a room and ask you to talk and find a solution. Impact's role, we are as the facilitator. We want to host the process, and we want to curate, as you have seen in the video, about bringing you together, not just on your idea, but also your aspiration, and about how do we learn from each other, read each other's proposal, and come together to say which is the best proposal that addresses the social needs. And the other word I will touch on is the gifting word. I think many of the times we operate, when money is concerned, we operate from the space that being competitive, right? So money is limited. Each of us wanted the best for our own organization. And I would say I'm inspired by the word of gifting. Just using a quote. I personally believe it's in the giving that we all receive, right? So we can operate in a more taking mindset. That I want to get the grants. I want to join the circle to get my share of the 2 million. But we also can join the circle in the mindset of gifting. So what do I already have to give to each others? I share one personal story. I volunteer for an organization, run a support group for a disadvantaged person. So I usually at the last session, we always ask one question of the participants: what can you give to each other? And that's where I see the smile on people's face, because you are not only giving something away to the others, whether it's, I want to give you the courage, I want to give you the inspiration. As the gifting process, you are also affirming what you already have, because you can't give things that you don't have. And I would like to challenge everybody to think out from the taking mentality, but also into the mindset of giving, because it's giving that we can receive more. Okay, so that's my short sharing about share gifting. Thank you.